What's up everybody, Nate here. And if you ask anybody in the United States what wealth actually looks like, they'll probably tell you it looks like, do you think we'd be able to add a spaceship launch pad to the deck of our yacht? In reality, wealth doesn't really look like anything. And it has everything to do with your actual lifestyle and nothing to do with how much money you actually have. And that is going to be super important to understand in today's economy because we have an inflation crisis, we have a housing crisis, and potentially a recession around the corner. Now, none of that is meant to scare you, but it is meant to show you that millionaires and billionaires and the wealthy people in this country know how to spend their money. And because of this, recessions make more millionaires than pretty much any other time in history. That is because recessions and economic downturns create opportunities for those with the right mindset, which also means that the opportunity for you to become a millionaire right now is greater than it pretty much ever has been. But you've got to do a few things first. So today I want to go over the 3 habits that can make you a millionaire and how exactly you can start doing them today. First, I want to talk a little bit about why these habits are so hard and why the vast majority of Americans are not already doing them despite seeing millionaires do them every day. We have a preconceived notion of what a wealthy person or what a millionaire is, and that usually means really flashy spending. Millionaires spend their money however and whenever they want to, and they take lavish vacations and pretty much do whatever they want. But in reality, being a millionaire isn't flashy, and the only reason that the vast majority of millionaires are able to keep and sustain their wealth for generations is because they know how to handle their money. And not only that, they know how to handle themselves. Now, of course, you're going to have outliers to this rule. You're going to have trust fund babies that got $1 million at the age of 18. But for the vast majority of millionaires, their wealth was built through habits. Because it's not a lavish lifestyle, many Americans are uncomfortable doing it because it doesn't make them feel rich. So in order to feel wealthy, in order to become wealthy for the long term, you're going to have to feel really uncomfortable today until you can build that wealth. So that is going to require a sacrifice. It's going to require you to give up certain things in the short term in order to become wealthy for the long term. The fact of the matter is you could get $1 million tomorrow, but that doesn't guarantee that you're going to keep $1 million. That is why you need to build healthy habits today, so that way when you do get the money that you've been working hard for, you know how to actually keep it and manage it. Because if you don't know how to manage $100 today, there is no way you can manage $1 million tomorrow. Like I said, that comes down to your actual living habits. And first and foremost, the thing that you need to do is live below your means. This simply means that if you make $50,000, for instance, you do not go out and spend your $50,000 annual salary. What that basically entails is that you need to learn how to spend less. Millionaires don't spend more. They try to figure out ways that they can spend less on everything, and that becomes a habit both in their business and with investing. It's really about doing a lot more with less. You learn to kind of take the constraints of your life and learn to do what you can with them rather than go out and buying a whole bunch of things that we consider luxuries. So a good example would be you need a car, but you don't need to go out and get a Lamborghini. You need shoes, but you don't need a brand new pair of Nikes. It's all about figuring out your wants versus your needs. What do you actually need versus what do you actually want? And try to only buy the things that you need. Again, this is going to come at a sacrifice. I want you to have all of the things you want in life, but I don't want you to sacrifice your long-term wealth for Nikes today. And keep in mind, there's going to be times where you're going to make a lot more money. You're going to get raises, you're going to get a promotion, and that means you're going to have more money in your pocket, but you have to fight back the temptation to spend a lot more every single time you get a raise. This is known as lifestyle inflation. You make a certain amount of money and then you get, say, a $5,000 to $10,000 or maybe even $15,000 raise, and you feel like now I can go out and get that brand new car. But now that you've bought that car, you are just in the same place that you were before. I mean, sure, you have a new vehicle, but at the end of the day, you're way more in debt. That can hurt your chances for creating generational wealth. So every single time you get a promotion or get a raise, try to live within your current constraints if you can. What all this ultimately means is money management, right? So every single time you have a dollar come into your life, you know exactly what you are going to do with it. Most people have no idea idea how much money they spend. This is why they end up spending $50,000 if they make $50K every single year, and some people actually spend even more than that. That keeps you in debt, and it keeps your bank and businesses a whole lot richer while you just get poorer. You have to know how to manage your money so that way you can keep more of it down the road. The easiest way to do this is through a budget. You want to have some sort of system for your money that gives every single dollar and every single cent you earn a job in your financial plan. The easiest way to do this is to create some sort of budget like the 75-15-10 plan. This plan basically states that for every dollar that you earn, 75 cents of it is going to go towards spending, 15% is going to go towards investing, and 10% is allotted for savings. Now you can adjust the numbers a little bit for whatever fits your lifestyle, but basically you are now giving every single dollar and every cent you earn a job, so now you don't have to figure out where all of your money is going. You know as soon as it hits your bank account. I recommend you set up multiple different bank accounts for this so you have different checking accounts so the money comes out automatically and you don't have to figure out where it's going later. Now the second thing that millionaires do is they're always learning. Ask any entrepreneur, ask any billionaire or any millionaire, they are always learning something new and they are always open to learning something new. This has to do with educating yourself, not only financial education, but educating yourself as much as you can in as many different things as you possibly can. You want to be diverse in your thinking, you want to be diverse in everything that you do so you can be a much more well-rounded person, and this is going to give you the ability to give back once you become a millionaire or possibly a billionaire. Education is key in pretty much every walk of life. Most people believe that there is a time when they stop learning, like when you get out of high school or whenever you get out of college, but in reality, we're learning at our jobs every day. We're learning how to be a better brother or a better sister. We're learning how to be a better partner. We're learning how to be a better parent. You never stop learning in your entire life, but people tend to look at learning a little bit more retroactively, right? You learn after something happens, but you can actually be proactive with your learning and try to learn without it actually affecting you first. So take classes and step outside of your comfort zone, right? Like if you're somebody that has a fear of public speaking, then maybe take an improv class or something that's going to get you in front of people. The point is you want to try to take as many calculated risks as possible and learn from your mistakes. I always say fail fast, but learn faster. Try new things. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how we learn. We learn through that experience. And then once you have the experience, you can try something new again. And every single time you try something, you are going to learn from it. And by the 100th time you've done it, you've become an expert. But you'll never know that if you don't start doing it in the first place. So you have to step outside your comfort zone. You have to continue to learn because learning is going to help you manage your entire monetary system. And it's going to really show you what money does in your own life. That is going to become increasingly more important as you get more money. Money plays a role in all of our lives, and it's going to kind of help you figure out what money really means to you. You don't want to just be chasing the money your entire life. You don't want to just see dollar signs in everything that you do. Money is a tool to help us get the things that we want, and education is how we try to figure out exactly who we are and what we want out of this life. Number 3, and the final thing that millionaires do, is stay healthy. Nobody can deny that money plays a crucial role in all of our lives. If it didn't, then why don't you go to your boss tomorrow and tell him to stop paying you? No, money is important at a certain level, but money is not the most important thing. That is because if you are not healthy both in your mind and in your body, then no amount of money is really going to matter. So in order for money to have any sort of impact on your life, you have to follow the quadruped theory, which means you are physically, mentally, spiritually, and then financially ready to get all of this money in your life. Case in point, if you are not physically fit, if you are really sick, then all you want to be is healthy. If you get $1 million, that's not really going to help you because you are really sick. You have no time to enjoy that money. With that being said, if you are not mentally fit, if you are depressed, if you have all of these feelings that you're not good enough and that the entire world is against you, no amount of money is going to change that. Finally, if you have no purpose, if you have no reason for going out and getting money in the first place, if you don't know what it means to you, then you are not spiritually ready to take on this money. The only thing that's going to guide you is getting more of it, and that is a fast track to losing all of it. If you don't do those 3 things before you get money, if you don't stay healthy yourself and take care of your mind and body, it's not going to matter how much money you ever get. Millionaires understand this. They understand that they have to take care of themselves if they want to keep their generational wealth going. And they understand with their education and their physical health that these things are much more important than having money. The wealthy understand that being healthy, being educated, and then knowing how to control your money gives you more time in this life, and time is the most valuable asset that we have. If I told you that I was going to give you $1 million tomorrow, you'd probably take it in a heartbeat, just like that. But if I told you I was going to give you $100 million tomorrow, but you weren't going to wake up in the morning, then you definitely wouldn't take the money. That just proves that there are more important things in life, and you have to take care of yourself if you want money to make any sort of difference. The wealthy understand these three things, and they adhere to them every single day. Habits are uncomfortable, but the more you do things each and every day, the more it will become second nature. And the sooner you start, the sooner you can take advantage of the things that are going on in this economy. You will have developed habits that can make you a millionaire, and you will be way ahead of everybody else. And at the end of the day, that is a certain comfort that no amount of money can buy. But that is it for today's business and financial news breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to stay up to date with all the top business and financial news from around the country, our team puts together a free daily newsletter, and you can subscribe to it by clicking the link in this corner right here. And if you want to stay up to date with me and everything else happening in the business and financial world, I'm putting out updates 7 days a week over here on this channel, and I've actually got another one ready for you right here, so be sure to check that out before you go. That is it from me, everybody. Be kind out there, and I'll see you all in the next one.